Morning everyone, welcome along. Hello Spencer. You'll be pleased to hear there's no cam this morning, so I'm going to scare you with my facial features. Welcome along Milton. So we are going to have a look at Elm Creek for a little while this morning, just to see what we think of that. It's not a map I've spent a lot of time on yet. Preferring the European one so far. So we're going in right from the beginning with this. Morning Low 74, how are we doing? Right, so we are right at the start here. I have got one mod in now, which someone told me about. I think it might have been Nathan last night, which is the HUD Hider mod off FBM. Saved me going through the dev console every time. Morning Renault, welcome along. Morning Jeremy. So just have a bit of a play with the setup bit. No beards or facial features. I'm going for that sort of thing. Plenty to choose from in here now, depending how you want to go. Got to try and look intelligent. So we've come in on the new farmer here. So the reason I've not got a cam up is I've been suffering with a chest infection cold all week, so probably not the best thing you want to see at the moment. Hey Chris, welcome along. I believe you're another one who's got this at the moment, so what are you thinking of it? So we've got no machinery, nothing on here to have a go at, and a full bank account. So can confirm that if anyone wants to try the HUD Hider mod off FBM, Alt and H does work, as you can see. So we better find ourselves a vehicle to have a look around with. Be even more awesome if you spelt it right, Milton. So if there's anything you want to see as we're going around, we can do. Yeah, we can do that, Jeremy. Just find ourselves something to have a look around with. Let's go with black. Gotta be black. Trust me, Spence, I'd rather I didn't have one. So you have to let me know what the sounds are like, because obviously I've only been recording videos up to now with this. You usually like to go fight amongst yourselves in there over this morning. I knew I'd get this reaction after I'd done that in that video. So we can soon find a field and plough. We'll get one near the shop so we can have a look at that for you. As you can see, looks fairly decent. Haven't tried the Bale grabs yet, William, but again, that's something we can look at. Game is a bit loud, okay. I would actually agree with that, Jeremy, that compared to 19 the game sounds are quieter. That's what it's taken a bit of playing with to get set up, to be fair. But we've still got, which I know Jeremy will be pleased to see that we can still do the keys from in here. So we'll have that turned off. So 1 day seasons, as you can see in there. Can turn your stone on and off, which some people may want to do. Grassland care, yep, I'll show that in a second. Let's get the right one. I'll just turn the vehicles down a bit for you. Grassland care, okay. Grassland care, we've got the APV seed and harrow combination. Stones just gives it another element, James, and welcome along. Yeah, I've suffered from them for all my life, William. Haven't had one for like this for a very long time. The old roller from 19. And the Dalbo ones, which I can see gaining a cedar from one of our resident mod creators at some point. So, plows then. So, got 5. I've got the Cavern ones, which does come with a packer mat. Not quite sure why they went for the Ecomat plow though. And we got that one. And we've got the big Cavernland, which again comes with packer mats, and we'll use that one for the MTA because that's going to be more interesting. Little ones can be, James. What tractor do we want to see on that plough then? We need about 350 horsepower. So we've got a good selection in here. So from this point upwards. Any preferences? And one thing we have said about this is you start to feel like you're in one of Dino's mods from 19 with some of the wheel and tyre combinations offered. I have a feeling that we are going to get quite a day one mod list. Could be wrong, but we know what happens. So RXs. 7R is not quite big enough. Trust me, I've tried this plough last night, 380 won't have it. So 8RX, 9RX, okay. Let's go with the 8RX then. Hey Nathan, welcome along. So just going back to what I was saying about wheels and tyres, just to give you an example. We're not going to lease this one, but got on T9 here with Trelleborg. Have the weights, wides, weights, twins, twins and weights, wide twins with weights, Michelin standard with the weights, and twins. Continentals, I'm liking it, Chris. I don't know what you think about it. I'm not disappointed at all with what we've got. So, plenty of wheel and tire options in there. But when you get onto the MITAS ones, I think that was this tractor. Certainly one of them I was looking at last night, not this one. One of them's got Terra tyres in there. It gives you a little idea of the amount of wheel and tyre configurations we've got now. Yeah, that's a bit unpredictable, isn't it, Nathan, as we were looking at Friday in your Discord there. Try to think which one it was which had the that one. I knew that was one of these Arctics had the big wheels in there. So if you want a set of Terra tyres on a Arctic tractor, you've got them there. We'll go with this one. No, there isn't, Jeremy. I have noticed that as I've looked through them. So go for the 410. You can have front weight or 3-point. License plates. You've got a few choices in there, as you can see. We stay with the no plate one. Release that. Get ourselves one of the numerous front weights. Doesn't seem too reno, but we've got to remember we're very much vanilla playing it now because the mods aren't there. As usual, we're not short of the front weights. So let's get ourselves a field. I wouldn't say the store is very laggy at all at the moment. So we're currently there. We want to stay fairly close to the shop to test this, so we'll get that one. Field prices aren't too bad. I've got clutching set for auto, Dylan, so I'm not actually using the clutch pedal. So head back up here. And what I am going to do, it sounds like the engine sounds are actually quiet now. I'll get the right one. Yes, the pallets do seem to be behaving a bit better. The other thing I've found with the shifter is to change up gear in reverse is to change down gear forwards, if that makes sense. Haven't used manual clutch at all. This is starting at the bottom every time and working its way up. In reverse. out of there a second. Yeah, I had noticed that. Wait till they try the Mack truck. Done is turn the music right down at the moment. Well, we're up to 20 now, 21. So this one's going to be even worse, Chris. Hey Craig, welcome along. Yeah, gears could be interesting. What I've done with my shifter, so I've got the G29 shifter here, is first and second positions are for changing up the ranges, third and fourth for the gears, fifth and sixth for the shuttle. Find out what gear we need going forwards. Does the engine seem quiet to you now? This is what you've got to watch with this game at the moment. Because to me it sounds very quiet. So it will let you know if you're in too high gear. So plowing textures, you can see, is a lot better as it comes through the bodies. You can use the shuttle on the flabby paddles. Now MTA, Jeremy, instead of lifting it up, let's if I get this right, so I thought we could deactivate them. Just the front one we can deactivate, that'll help though. So MTA is better, as you can see. Don't try this at home with a real plough. Might be a lot of creaking and banging if you try this with a real plough. So it's a lot better than it was. Well, I haven't tested that one yet, actually. And you up for a bit of a potato planter testing? So, as you can see, the packer mats no longer cultivate. Only work on ploughed ground. Well, the helper. So I'm glad that you mentioned potato planters. Hadn't even thought of checking the MTA on them. Not sure if that'll work, Spencer. So, planters in there. That's the grand sum of our potato kit so far. It's probably not going to let us plant these. Thanks for sub Echo Light. Welcome along. So, plenty of medium-sized tractors. The massive fans amongst us should be happy because there's plenty of them. As you can see. Let's just lease that. So I have a feeling it's not going to let us plant the potatoes, but we will see. It's a bit more sensitive to times of years, is what I've noticed. No, there isn't, Spencer. Case is very conspicuous by its absence. There's not a quad track either. There you go. Told you it was a bit more sensitive. Can't be planted in August. So, we've now got that as a restriction in here. So you do it in March, still say it's August, you see. So you can't cheat the system in that respect. If you want it to look like March all the time, you can. So we can't really test that out yet. So Bale grabs, I think, was the other one. Was there any specific Bale grab you were thinking of, William, if you're still in there? You heard correctly, Jeremy. That's going to need modding in. Let's get the right one on. You can only sew them in September and October. Whereas really, wheat particularly should be all the way through to about March. Okay, bye Reno, catch you later. So you can see that's a bit hit and miss with the cereals and no winter oats. Right. Bale grabs. So it's still only the same colours as ever. I'm guessing the one which had the strangest effects would be the round Bale gripper. So let's grab ourselves a loader. So if you look at the bottom, it tells you what size tractor each loader is rated for. We'll go for the Q5. We'll go for a nice little tractor. Make sure we put quickie brackets on, so you have to choose your brackets there now, obviously. I've picked that tractor for a reason, in that you haven't seen the videos yet, but I have been using that one. Front loader tools. See, we've got a fair selection of them now. Bag lifters for front loaders, but not for telehandlers. Can't really test that one yet, Victor. So I haven't got an MP, unfortunately. So that's spike gore handler. We can try that one, James. We'd better put a weight on the back of this little Massey. Trust me. Been there, done that. Got some nice sounding tractors now, as you can hear. You might notice something different about the big bales there as well. So what could possibly go wrong with testing this live? So we know what used to happen in 19 with some of this stuff on Bales. It's not trying to catapult out of the grab or anything. More than phased out, yeah, I'm absolutely convinced it'll go perfectly. To be fair, I haven't actually found many bugs. Odd little one. But given what we were presented with a few years back with the previous version, there's nothing like that. Hear this fantastic sounding little tractor. So we have got a trembler there. So I've grabbed it fairly near the top this time, that's still holding it. Pick him up that way. All that way. No issues with either direction there. Let's pop that over there. Gonna need the big one on first to tip those bales over. You can fold the spikes up on the bottom. Yes, I know you won't be using this for silage bales in reality. It might be a little bit punctured. I'll certainly hang in there, no problem. As you can see. We'll take this tractor for a road spin in a moment. Go through all the gears, you'll hear it properly then. Maybe put a trailer on the back just to test it a bit. Yeah, I knew what you meant, James. Haven't tried Sam because I've got a shift. I haven't needed to. Tell you what we'll do, just so we can load this tractor up to go down the road. Let's get a little trailer, something which we are a bit short of now. Big trailers, lots of them. Well, we're going to load this tractor up a little bit. Morning, Woody, how are you doing? So something I will point out to you with the bales now, if we walk up to them, if you look in the bottom corner, it gives you the volume of silage and the mass of the bale, and that changes depending on your bale type, which will be actually in tomorrow morning's video, what's going out on the European map. Different bale sizes. So that one is silage, we're used to 4,000 no matter what for them. In 19 we're 3,500, 620 kilos. Power shifts, that's all set up onto my shifter. So these third and fourth position on the shifter for them. Be nice if you could uncover the spikes on this standard, but you need to spec it differently. You need to match the loaders to the yes, the loaders can. That's tomorrow afternoon's video, I think, off the top of my head. After tomorrow we'll go back to single videos a day. Right, so we'll start at the bottom of the pile with this. Just so you can hear all the gears. Change the ranges with positions 1 and 2. So go through all the gears as we go down the main road. So if anyone says the sounds haven't improved, you see it changes in cab as well. I'll go for a little ride round with this one. So you can really hear what the gears are doing. You'll soon work out when to change them, put them that way. Cut through some of these bits as well. It will let you know if you've gone wrong with the gear changes, just as in real life. So we've gone wrong there because there's no crossing where we are. So thoughts on the new sounds then? Hope they won't take too long to arrive, Jeremy. That might work, Milton. The sounds are always a bugbear of many for 19. Got a throwback to 19 there. I mean, if you were to try and pull away in top gear with this one, it will do it. I'll try and change down itself. Just to give you an idea from the outside. If you watch yourself driving. So I've got the animations correct as well. Right. Back to what we were trying to do then. Season's off. No, but to be fair, some of these new round balers I've seen when we've been out playing with stuff are leaving a lot sharper edges. You can also do 5 foot silage now. There we go. So MTA on potatoes. Take from that what you will. Still looking at 4 angles. No problem, William. That's the whole point of this stream. If anyone got anything they want to look at, we'll do it. No serious gameplay or anything, just looking at what people want to see. My screen it looks great on. I'm playing on 165 monitor. Yeah, so MTA on potatoes is going to need improving still. Obviously one of the other things we know has changed, what I haven't looked at yet, is the planting texture. So we'll leave seasonal growth turned off so we can play with this. So it's not giving me an option to unload the planter there. It's interesting. This is obviously one of the new planter type drills we've got. Planters, drills, whatever you want to call them, precision seeders. So we call them over here. So you see if you get off the tractor and it stops unfolding. It does, Thomas. Nice sounding tractors, basically. I know there's going to be one thing what people do pick up on in this game to start with. That's fertiliser spreaders. So you now can't fold, unfold, raise, lower if the engine isn't running. So fertiliser 195 litres. And seed. At least we've gotten the right way around now. More seed than fertiliser. he paused for a few moments, that's where I had to mute the mic just to sort myself out. Not in that way, if Nathan's still in there. $6,250 we can have a look in a moment. So there's our new plant and texture. Which, okay, is not following the drill units unless you get bang in the right place. That's a lot better than we had before. MTA with this. Yeah, obviously. So we have got MTA on these ones. I think we can agree that's a vast improvement. Actually looks like row crop drilled now. Yeah, please don't, Melvin. So that's a big improvement. Okay, MTA is not what you call a smooth turn, but it's there within the confines of the graphics they've got. So 6,250 then. Again, lots and lots of wheel options. They look quite meaty ones. So we gained a lot of choice with our wheel and tyre equipment now. And knock-ins. Something you will notice is row crop wheels are a bit tractor dependent. So we've not got Trelleborg row crops on this one. Or Michelin's, or even Continentals. Yet you'll go to some of the tractors bigger than this and you'll find you have got them. So 16250 with fully attached wheels. So we'll do the same trial with this one. we go. Not in any great detail, I haven't. I'll show you something to do with the row crops in a moment. The gearbox works on the 4755. As I say, row crops are interesting. So, what I'm getting at with row crops. So you'd expect, say, might have row crops on a tractor this size. So you've got decent sized row crops on there. So I've actually gone for proper row crops for this one, as you can see. Come down to the 7720, and we've got the old style row crops. If you go up to the Michelin ones, you've got the new style ones. Then of course you would expect 6R to have row crops, but it hasn't. Then we've got our big Deutz here, which does have row crops. So it's a bit odd what's gone on with which ones have got and which ones haven't in some respects. And as we're live, I'm going to get your opinions on this one. Welcome along to an FS Team 12. Thanks for the sub. Just got at least a couple of these. You see the wheels definitely attached on the narrow tires, or the wide narrow tires we should say. I want a live opinion from the audience, basically. And I will lease the John Deere as well. So as you can see, plenty of wheel and tyre options. Right, now let's have a look at these 7810s. Now, you tell me. Because I think I know the answer to that one. Those axles are not touching the back wheels. Do we all agree with that one? And coming into the cab, there's something in the 7810 what the others haven't got. We have a CB radio in these ones. To be fair, 7810 is the only one I've found that on so far, really. Now we know this is full power shift, this one. Yeah, pretty much. It has got that your clutch can do this. I'll use the G29 with shifter, so it's not a problem. So 15 speed power shift. Pretty much, Sam. It's just how I configured it. There is an option to do 8 manual gears, but the shifter only got 6, so I set up this way. Just to give you guys an idea then. If we come down in here, it can do, Spencer. It won't move, put it that way. Not very well. So gearbox. Not actually tried that one, Milton, to be fair. Just see what we've got here. Main gears, groups. But come on to my settings. You can configure it however you like, really, Sam. As long as the game will accept your configurations, you put it how you want. As you see, I've got clutch as clutch, but I'm not using that. Shift gear up, G3, shift gear down, G4. Haven't worried about these. Range up, range down, and forward and reverse. They're the only ones I actually mapped. Still a load I haven't messed around with yet with this combination views. Yeah. They've changed a few names in there as well, so you just need to check carefully what you're mapping. Right, let's return some of this stuff we've got about here. It's getting a bit cluttered now. So when it comes to lease stuff, it groups it now. Is there anything else you want to have a look at? Cattle, okay. What in particular to do with cattle, Milton? Rude, Spencer. Who are you calling Daniel? Right, so let me know what we want to see with cattle. Obviously new options to get into that, which is shift and left shift and P. Gives us all our various options. Okay, let's go through the cows then. So, you can't put them where you're standing. There's our basic one. Use the right mouse button and turn your mouse to rotate now. A lot better. Hey TW, I agree. All good, thanks. Age of range of cattle gives you, put with cows, it gives you a chance to get straight into milk production with them. Not enough money, okay. Will be in a minute. we're not short of money now. So it will tell you if you can't place something somewhere. Right, so there are all our cattle buildings. So outdoor pen, I do like that Vultra, and anyone who knows me knows what I think of some of the Vultras will know that's quite a statement. So outdoor pen, you've got to give feed, water, and that's our buy point. So got a young one there. The older they are, they're soon to provide you with milk and calves. 3 of each. So double click that. You see they lose a lot of money to start with. So physically, there's no difference in them. As you can see, I changed them 2 keys around. Jump is crouch and crouch is jump. If you come across to the first cattle barn, you've got 1 robot in there. Slow point on the outside. Now, they haven't put collisions on that barrow, which could be useful. Just saying. We've got the next size up of cattle barn. Not interactive or anything, that screen in here. I have looked. Technically Milton. 3 robots in this one. Now you'll see on Tuesday's video when it comes out, I had fun and games with this one, working out how to use it. Rude, Spencer. How dare you go mow some leaves whilst I'm live? So we've still got the landscaping side of things. As you can see, when he has time, he has said he would hope to. Now the landscaping tool is just as interesting in 22. So to get to that, back to left shift and P. I've had great fun with this. Level. So you can see that it will level out a bit, but you do need to be careful with it still. As you can see, we've got soften, which is basically smooth as it used to be. change brush size and shape. Yeah, I would agree with that, definitely. So you can still do all this. Now what I really like here, got some different grass textures for different maps. Each time you come on with it, it'll start with this little square. It would get frustrating, you need to change the cursor shape every time and its size. So you've got that. Just paint it over like so. That looks very bare there. So then go onto there, onto your plants, and you can paint the grown grass over top of it straight away, but don't do it on bare soil, because you'll see that you don't get the grass in the bottom of it then. It stays as bare soil texture. So decoration, we've got lots of fences, as you can see, but we've also got the hedges. Now these are interesting. But what I do like with them, so I'll start with the hedge there, say. Even though we know we've got a ramp there, it's colliding with the barn, unfortunately. But if you look, it just stretches up the ramp and textures to it. If we just test that bit, just so you can sort of see what I mean by that. I'll put a dip through there. As I said, this isn't a serious save or anything. How did you cheat money? Hey Dal, go up to your dev console and just go GS money add. And the HUD hider, which is on FBM, does work. The mod, the Alt and H one, as you can see, it hides that one. If you got that one down, it will hide the rest once you get away from things. So hedges, as I said, see that will go down and through the dip we've just made. No problems there. So put a dip in the field and your hedge will mould to it. Okay, you might be a bit weird as you're floating around in your dips. So you may get a few funny bits and pieces to start with, but the landscape tool has still got not got an undo button. Anything else you want to have a look at? Just need to get a vehicle to tab into for a second. Any other vehicles, anything like that you guys want to have a look at in here? I know one thing I did say people would do. Yes, you can, Sam. Did say fertilizer spreaders might be a bit annoying for people. So 42 meters is the only mounted one in here. Yes, it does come with section control, but doesn't get down to 24. It goes between DTX. Yep. So you can have it as standard or with a cedar. Just get a decent tractor for it. Yeah, there is, but it's not auto, it's manual. And there's an issue with one of them. When that grudgingly, Sam, it's not the right horsepower. Don't return the trailer if you've got bales in it. Not sure if anyone, if everyone's gathered my meaning there. You might just have to knock them if you do. Go and get onto a field where we haven't been messing around with this. Yes, it has, Sam. Get to that in a second. Find where we are. So a new screen. See the legs twitch as well with the auto reset. Nothing wrong with the screen in the steering wheel. Spry's iCell's got it there. If you want to drill at the same time. So, as I've said in a video which is upcoming, this will look very nice in silver colours or great plain colours. We're going to get and walk beside it. So see the seed texture coming out of there. Seed is turned off, but the seed is coming out. I would think so, Milton. I could see that's where it'll be. Just depends how soon decent maps are coming out as well. Not planning on doing anything MP to begin with for a week or so. I think everyone needs a chance to get used to it in single player first. So 7, 8, 10 on the 7 furrow. We'll leave it standard. Leave that like that. Get ourselves a front white. Still got to be tested on 22, Sam. That's the long bit. I mean, Nathan usually disappears off the face of the earth when we're testing Metagroove for him. Yeah, I think that's the important bit, Milton. We've got to learn a bit more about the game first before we do MP, as far as I'm concerned. Others may not agree, but there is that to it as well, Jeremy. Yeah, exactly. Anything decent won't be out for a little while. Anytime you have a good idea, Milton, we're all instinctively nervous. So it will pull it, as you can see. So I'm guessing someone is going to want to see if we can stall the tractor. See if we can, shall we? So you can't stall it, but it's not happy. I'm sure you'll survive. I'm just glad he hasn't learnt modern yet and got that catapult to work. So we can get that catapult working on here, we are going to have a problem. On the French map anyway. So does that answer your question, Sam? I thought you might, Milton. Make that tractor work. No, that's not really going to happen, unfortunately. Again, a few videos down the line you can see that in my series I've been doing. The paint doesn't wear off the bodies on them. Still very patchy. no problems with how it actually performs in the field. Anyone got anything else I will look at before we finish? So you see just how much the engines will pull down on these before you change gear. Thanks to Sub Frederick Coates, much appreciated. Yeah, I might leave the server up for another couple of weeks if we want to finish that one off completely. I'll leave that up to you guys as much as anything. Right, so what are our thoughts on 22 then after sort of watching this for a little while this morning? So we had a look at a fair few things on here now. So you see mass and volumes on the bags as well. Yes, definitely. Those who are friends with me on Facebook and follow my page there as well will see what I've said there. If you're worried about getting this because of what 19 was like when it launched, don't be. There's absolutely no comparison. See, this is what I like as well. Yes, it still deformed the landscape, but only where the building is. The actual fence line hasn't deformed. I found one or two bugs in it, so I think we all have who've had early access. It's not 100% bug free. No new game is going to be 100% bug free. Don't care what anyone says. Some bugs will only show up if you use certain combinations of things, which is some of what the early access thing is about. Let us find them. There's already been one small patch to it, and no doubt there'll be a day one patch as well. Sort them out and get it out to you guys later today, early hours tomorrow. Playable. As you can see, the cows aren't tuned into the north or anything. I think you're right, William. They have actually listened to what people have been saying. We wanted livestock pens without buildings. Anyway, how we doing? Welcome along. We've got the robot cowshed, which I haven't done a lot on in this stream, mainly because I've got a video coming out this week where I've been using it, and now I know how to use it. As you'll see in the video, it took a little bit of working out with how to get material into here. You can't just stuff your bales down in here and it appears. They've given us a lot more options of how to sort our new buildings out. How to make them fit into the landscape with the hedges, the plants, and everything along those ways. So, yes, you saw we could paint the grass. So landscaping, yes, we can do your grass. But you can do a bit more than just that. So you've got a big area of grass there. Yes, you could put that one down. Or maybe you just want patches of the orange. Big patches of bushes. You only asked me to do cattle milling. So you got bushes or whatever you want to put down there. You can just make it fit to what you want. Plus, of course, we've got the big assortment of trees. And they change between the American and UK maps. So elms, serviceberries, dogwood, hickories, got the birch, got the oaks, we've got the willows, which are on the UK ones, and the conifer trees. So standard sheet pen. Pigs I haven't even looked at yet, to be fair. No, I haven't done that. So you see we've got a big patch of bushes here. Sheet pens again, no water needed in the building ones, only in the outside ones. Yeah, demolish is how you get rid of everything you've put up. Grapes then. Again, as we've turned seasons off, we can do that. That's without all the production stuff in here as well. Olives and grapes and orchards. So you want them in there. Left click to place. right click to end. Right, grapevines. And olives. All looking good to me there. So, you find seasonal transitions are better as well. So what we'll do, the most we can do there is 120. So that's a sleep trigger. Probably not light enough in the day for that. So we only just plant them. I don't know if this bit will work. No, because we've already just planted them, we can't actually let's turn that on. Yeah, we can't actually do the seasonal transitions business there, so you can't cheat it that way. Just have to let it go through. Return the machinery. There's something I know we were talking about on Friday, some of us in VC, was this feature. Got packages. So that's giving you a suggestion of things to buy to do a certain job. So you got your grape one there. Customise each item and buy it to get the pack. Olives. Potato one is a bit weird. That's what you get. Chaff one, interesting little pack. Then the used equipment. So we know you can buy used straight out from the shop. Not necessarily everything you want in there, but there'll be bits and pieces every now and then. Who knows, Thomas? So we've got a little vineyardy tractor there. Great technology. See, they're growing now. There's something weird going on with the weather at the moment. Can't make up its mind whether it wants to be sunny or rain. I think we've got a bit of a transitional issue with the time running how it is. Make up its mind what it wants to do with the weather. Lights, no complaints with them. Let's just get into here and sort this out. That's fixed it. Didn't like the fact you had to fix seasonal month and time running so fast by the looks of it. It's interesting to see what this spray pattern's like on this thing. Yeah, I'm actually in Kent this next week, Thomas. Where I said I was going a few weeks back when we were talking. So lots of gears on there, being an orchard tractor. See where we are now. They look to be fully fertilised anyway, but the actual spray pattern on them doesn't look too bad. Personally, I think they've done well with 22. I don't know about anyone else. So we also got the little vent in here and the methane crawler. So what we'll do, got a little mulcher there. RAM out only. So we got a little subsoiler as well. Tighten both up there in one go basically. Not going to use this on the front, obviously. Just using it as ballast. And you usually see an upright exhaust on the Orchard tractor. Not a lot of ground clearance there. Should be able to run that up the middles. Like so. As you see, the textures are so much better. I think I actually like the Landini better. So different sounds to all the miles in 19, as you can hear. Yes, there is, William. It's on the plows, not on the subsoilers. Definitely melt them. Yeah, I will say that any sort of vineyard stroke orchard tractor is not the most attractive one in the world. There we go. That's where I'm going to finish because I'm running out of voice here at the moment. Thanks to my little bug. But hope that sort of give you a bit of an insight into things that you want to see in the game and what we've got. There'll be another video from the European map going out at 6 o'clock this evening, followed by one at 6 o'clock tomorrow morning, again at 6 o'clock tomorrow night. Then we'll go back to probably one video a day again after that. But for now, I'm going to say thank you for watching this stream. I hope you've enjoyed it, and I will see you again in the next one. Goodbye for now.